Now, the things that what we should do is group therapy. We told you about it yesterday. Now, you're coming here as a group therapy. You're doing it for your patient. But when you sit together as Muslims, you transcend your profession into Islamicity of your profession. In your profession, they don't tell you the spirituality. I don't know if it is true or not. To get a degree as a psychologist or psychiatrist and as a medical doctor, they don't care for Islamicity. They don't tell you salat, they don't tell you zikr, they don't tell you make tahajjud, qiyam al-layl, they don't tell you dua or no dua. That's not their business, and it's not your business in the profession. But as a business profession in Islam, you have to have all of these in order to live in peace and harmony within yourself. And you have to tell and demand from the patient who comes to you all these things. Tell them from an Islamic point of view, this is what you should do. If you don't do it, don't complain, except blame yourself. The other thing, whenever we are facing a problem, we should remember Allah and plead our case to Allah by praying a special salat called, we said, Haja. The last one, number 10, one of the best recommendation would be what? Honest to God. If you want to scare everybody, why you are worried about this problem? Suppose now you are going to die now. What? Die? So why not? So why you are worried? Why you are fighting with lawyers and? Give me a break. If you are going to die at this moment, you think you are going to go to Jannah? You think you prayed enough? You made zakat enough? You made hajj enough? You made sadaqah enough that you are going to go to Jannah? So why you are worried? Why don't you prepare yourself for departure? I have an article about prepare yourself for departure, not to come again to this planet Earth. Honest to God, when you start telling them about departure, they cool down. Mean you want me to die? Or should death can come? So why you are worried? The whole thing is behind you. But no, the whole thing is on your shoulder. You are going to be there in the day of judgment facing it. So take it easy. Is it okay? Now, that is general about your problem with Allah. We'll talk about depression in the second session. If you have any question or any comment about this, your problem with Allah. Yes, Akhi?
I have a comment about one thing you mentioned about sharing the information with the counselor. I think it's not very therapeutic what you suggested. I may be off. From my angle, it's kind of important to vent out your resentments and, as you say, wash out your dirty laundry, if you want to call that. But it's, I think, obligation on the counselor. We are obligated not to share that information with anyone, even our spouse. And that's how we practice.
I agree with you. What I meant, they sit with me 10 hours to tell me all the history of their life.
That's different.
This is what I'm referring.
Okay.
They want to tell me and they want me to listen. Wait, I want to finish. I listened already 1 hour. Still, I didn't finish. You want to tell me day by day of your relationship, what had happened on that day, on this day, on that. This is what I'm referring to.
Yeah, that's very different. I thought what you were suggesting was to apply a band-aid for a problem which is more serious.
Yakhi, come and see how miserable it is, and then because we bring them those stories of Anbiya and whatnot, they love it, they enjoy it, they feel happy. Now, as if I am the slave and the prisoner of war for him and her, and I have nothing in the world except sitting and listening to their story. He comes by himself, she comes by herself, and then they have to come, and we have to give them hospitality and dinner and lunch and whatnot. They are happy because we talk spirituality, and there is commonalities of the spirituality, and they feel happy and happy. When we tell them story after story, believe me, it's so happy. But there is time. You know what I thought yesterday, what you do in your clinics, while they are waiting in the waiting room, put a video, let them see you or whatnot about those, what we are talking now, spirituality. Let them hear what had happened to every prophet, to every other. Before they come to you to talk to you, they'll be relaxed and happy. If those prophets had all these problems, maybe that will be a good idea before they see you from a religious point of view. Put them all the religious item and the stories of the Anbiya on a video. Let them see and hear. Then maybe they relax a little bit. Yes.
Just a comment or a suggestion that might be helpful. is to set a time limit. I know that you have said that you've spent 10 hours with them. What we do in practice, I'm sure, in Islamic counseling, we can do the same thing, is tell them you have 60 minutes. It's a 15-minute hour, 10 minutes for me to recoup my ideas. And in this 50 minutes, we will have to make an estimation of your problem. So let's be precise, and I will interrupt you ahead of time, so they're ready for that.
I said it somewhere. Please tell them you have a time limit. We are not here to spend more than 1 hour. And even 1 hour is too much. What did I say yesterday? If I have a secretary part-time coming helping me, we have intercom between her room and my room. I say, buzz me and say loudly, there is somebody waiting for you. You have appointment. You have appointment in 5 minutes. They hear it. They don't care for it. After 5 minutes, she said, the time is over, waiting people. Don't you have to go? So this is the only way indirectly to tell them courtesy, feel sympathy on me for the others. I have time. I don't have time for one family. I have many other activities to do. I'm not a family counselor, but I do family counseling every day. I am fed up of family counseling, but I cannot run away from it. I cannot run away from it. People call me, as I told you. Yesterday I told you, people from Mecca called me. I never know them. I don't know how they got my name from Mecca. Don't they have imams in Mecca? They have. About divorce, yes.
About spirituality,
Yeah.
I think even the American Medical Association is getting involved with it. Because recently a friend of mine was telling me there was an article where they had taken, non-Muslims had taken people who were going to surgery. And before that they had somebody who didn't even know them pray for them. And they found out that these patients did better post-operatively than the ones that didn't have any prayer for them.
I agree.
So there has been lots of things going on, and I think these people are starting to believe in spirituality more than me.
There is one American lady professor somewhere in North California. She called me. She was writing a book about food and spirituality. And she wants to know the food of a Muslim and the spirituality. She interviewed me so many times on the phone. Finally, she published that book. One chapter about Islam and food spirituality. And you can see that she was fascinated to know that in Islam, everything we do, food, there is spirituality. You say Bismillah before you eat, you say Alhamdulillah when you finish, when you drink, when you slaughter the animal, all this. It seems, she said, you have everything in life is spirituality, means touch with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and relationship with Allah.